Picture this, you drop into a game of Warzone and your teammates are brain dead morons who land without you and get killed immediately, resulting in an early exit from a game. That's happened to me way too much, and if you're someone who often fills with other players, I've got some good news. What's going on, everybody? I, of course, am Dr. P, and welcome back to another video right here on the channel. Now today, just moments ago, we got some wonderful news about Warzone with an amazing new feature that I'm so happy to share with you guys that is currently in the game as of right now. It was added in a hotfix this morning. If you guys could do me a favor, if you love Call of Duty, if you love Warzone and daily content, smash a like down below. Let's see if we can get this thing up to 100 likes. You guys have been killing the support lately, and I really appreciate every single one of you. And if you're new, of course, make sure to consider subscribing to the channel to never miss out on any future Call of Duty content. I'm sure you guys know about the pain of squatting with randoms for whatever reason. Either they don't talk, they won't drop their money, they won't land with you, they won't revive you. There's 100 reasons why playing with randoms is a horrible idea. Now, not always, but more times than not, you'll find some absolute morons where you genuinely question their IQ level in game, which that just doesn't bode well for a player who's trying to do well, just trying to find a good set of teammates. So what Warzone has actually done is they have added a brand new option in the game called LFG. And no, it doesn't stand for Let's Go, it stands for Looking for Group. Common misconception. What you can do here is you can set preferences for your style of play, how you want to play, where you want to go, and more to match you up with teammates who have similar preferences, so you can lower and mitigate the chance of you finding absolute morons in game, which is great. This is something that should have been in the game a long time ago. This is truly remarkable. So if you take a look, you can see in the party settings, it's in the game right now, you can choose your game mode from Plunder Trios, Rebirth, Resurgent Squads, Kingslayer Trios, BR Quads, Trios, Duos. Of course, you would be able to put any game mode that's currently in the game. Of course, for party communication, you can choose pinging for your preference, voice for your preference, or both. And then for your playstyle, you can choose a hot drop, you know, like Prison or Control Center or HQ or Nova, something like that. Or you could go slow and steady and choose something like, I don't know, Harbor or Security, but you know, it really all depends on the way you're falling into the map and the direction of the helicopter. But this, my friends, is an unbelievable update that I'm so thrilled about. I'm so pleased this is in the game. Like I said, it's going to lower the chances of you finding someone who is just a brain dead idiot. And that's putting it lightly. I don't like to call people that, but sometimes I really do question what people are doing when they play the game. Of course, we know there's a big update coming to Warzone at the very minimum in November with the Vanguard integration. Of course, the anti-cheat is coming. We're holding out hope for an FOV slider. We'll know more on that once the beta drops for Vanguard, and we can see whether or not there's actually an FOV slider in that version of the game. I think, like I said in yesterday's video, that will be all telling. That will be massive. That will be pretty much the guarantee or the concern as to whether or not we're going to get that FOV slider. But the only way I bring up the FOV slider and the anti-cheat and the integration with Vanguard is because this is something that's a big update, right? Like, it's obviously not huge, but it is big enough to be a big deal. And I'm super excited to get on and play and try this out. Hopefully it'll work, hopefully it'll actually bring some results and get some better teammates and get some people who are going to call out, or at the very least, if you don't have a mic, ping, right? Like, you wouldn't even believe how big of a difference communication matters, even if you can't talk. Like, I know a lot of people, for whatever reason, don't have a mic, or they just can't talk because people are in the room, or it's late at night and they're trying not to wake people up. Whatever the reason is, a lot of people simply don't call out at all, even with a ping. And sometimes they'll have voice chat, and even worse, and one of the most annoying things in the game is when they say, oh, right there, or right here, or coming, you know, like, from where? Where? Like, you need a ping. That's the number one thing I think Warzone players should learn. Communication is key. It's not all about you, especially if you're not playing in a solos match. So if you can communicate some of that information to your team, it's going to bode well for you and your chances of winning that game and having a good game. And of course, now when you're able to select that you specifically want people for voice chat, You know, like, that's unbelievable. And even if you don't have a mic, you can still hear those people. And if you're pinging and you're being consistent with the pinging, then there really shouldn't be a problem at all. You're still doing your part. Yeah, I think this is an amazing update, and I'm super thrilled about it. If you guys are excited about this feature, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. And if you give it a go for yourself, like I'm going to do later, let me know how your experience goes with it. Because the one thing about this feature that may cause some bugs or some issues, or who knows what it could cause, but it is in a beta. It is in a beta phase, and of course that means that there are likely to be some bugs or errors or glitches that come about from this beta feature, but hopefully over time they can perfect it, fine-tune it, and tweak it to make it good. And I don't even know if there will be anything that goes wrong with it, but it isn't a beta, so I wouldn't be, you know, shocked or upset if it was problematic in some way. You gotta remember, it's a beta, right? Like, that's literally what it is. It seems that Raven and Activision and all the developers that are working on Warzone have really begun to step their game up, of course, with the announcement of the anti-cheat, with the Vanguard integration and a whole new map coming soon, and also with little things like this. And it's not even that little, it's a pretty big thing, and it's gonna make me genuinely want to play Warzone more when I know there's a much higher chance I'll get teammates with a brain. Hey, listen guys, thank you all so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I know it's short and sweet and to the point. That's kind of the purpose. Hope you guys are excited about this update. If you play Warzone and you often play without a full squad and you look for even just 1 or 2 people when you play, this should work wonders, and I'm so excited to find out exactly how good and how effective this is going to be. I appreciate you very much. Make sure to drop a like if you are new, and subscribe as well. I'd really, really appreciate that. And I'll keep, of course, pumping out the content for you guys every day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.